Greetings, everyone. Welcome to High Point University, home of the Panthers. Consistently ranked as a top university in the country for undergraduate teaching, innovation, career outcomes, dining, and dorms, this private university is preparing its students for the world as it is going to be. Located in High Point, North Carolina, the Piedmont Triad area includes 3 cities with about 2 million residents, and it's only a few hours to the mountains or the beach. HBU's 500-acre campus is breathtaking and beautiful. HBU is intentionally designed with student transformation in mind. With an emphasis on premier life skills, HBU promises an extraordinary education, an inspiring environment where you're surrounded with caring people. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next half hour, we'll take you around HBU and introduce you to students and alumni who will show you what your college experience should look like, while making lifetime friends and lasting connections with mentors. Welcome to High Point University. This is the College Tour. Let's meet High Point University President Dr. Nito Kubain. Under his enthusiastic vision and leadership, HBU has grown from 90 acres to more than 500. They've added more than a dozen new academic schools, including dental medicine and law. Plus, HBU is focused on a value-based education that fosters the development of life skills. Here's one of the most popular, engaged, and forward-facing presidents you'll ever meet. Take it away, President Kubain.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you for your interest in High Point University. This is a university that believes in you. Our call to action here is choose to be extraordinary. You were born to be extraordinary, but you must choose to grow in wisdom too. You must choose to develop a growth mindset to thrive in an ever-changing global marketplace. We do that at HBU by instilling premier life skills in our students, because you want to be armed not only with a diploma, but also with awareness, wise judgment, and a set of values that will prepare you for a life that's filled with success. We do this in so many ways on this campus, from our amazing academic programs, professional and graduate schools, and state-of-the-art facilities, to the way we treat our students with genuine, authentic care. HBU has created an environment that inspires learning and inspires growing. Our faculty are ranked #1 in our U.S. News category for undergraduate teaching. And HBU is #4 in the nation for best dorms by the Princeton Review, and #1 for food, along with so many rankings and so many other distinctions. These are all important to your growth and your maturity, and yes, for your happiness. When you visit this campus, you're gonna love it. We invest in creating this dynamic atmosphere because we're focused on educating, of course, your mind, but also your heart and your soul. HBU wants to ensure that you are not intimidated by life's obstacles. Our graduates are ready to take on the world. Thinking about your future, you sometimes might get a little anxious. That's understandable. But here, you'll have a personal success coach to help guide you through your first year in college. You'll take a class led by me and some of my highly accomplished, nationally known friends. You'll have access to state-of-the-art learning facilities. And through it all, you'll learn life skills like coachability, adaptability, and communication, just to name a few. These are the skills that will carry you far beyond your current trends in the marketplace. These are the skills that employers value. You don't just want a college you'll enjoy for 4 years, although that's not all that bad. You want to enroll at a university that will prepare you for life. Come experience this extraordinary campus. High Point University is unique, is distinctive, and is designed from beginning to end to ensure that your life, your future, your career are nothing short of extraordinary. Now back to you, Alex.
Thank you, President Kubain. Your story is incredible, and you have inspired so many others. This campus is extraordinary, and the transformation it has gone through is unimaginable. You are leading a university the way it should be. Thank you again. Meet Francesca, a senior majoring in event management. She holds 2 campus jobs and is a member of 5 other clubs and organizations. At HPU, getting involved is easy. With over 250 clubs and organizations, there is without a doubt a place for everyone. She's gonna tell you how to get involved and find your place like she did. Francesca, you are on.
Thanks, Alex. When I toured colleges, a top thing I looked for was an active student body where I could see myself getting involved. Once I arrived at HPU, I got involved right away, and they made it easy. I rushed my freshman year and found my forever sisters at Kappa Delta. So many of our students are in Greek life. But if that's not your thing, don't worry. Opportunities for involvement are endless. I'm a senior now, and I cherish the memories that I've made along the way. My leadership position has connected me to tons of people on campus. I'm also a part of 2 honor societies, the Event Management Club, and I hold 2 jobs on campus. I work as a student concierge. We serve to improve the daily lives of students, faculty, and community members by providing a single source of knowledge for the university. And I'm also the media specialist for fraternity and sorority life. Having all of these responsibilities has broadened my skill set for when it's time to join the workforce. As far as your typical day on campus, imagine waking up in your beautiful dorm and grabbing Starbucks. After, you meet up with friends at the Butterfly Cafe and enjoy a nice Mediterranean meal, or the Point, our sports girl, and watch a game. Then you finish off your day with a meal at 1924 Prime, one of our 3 fine dining learning labs, where you're taught how to interact over a potential business dinner or interview. You'll easily find your place. Not only have I been presented with numerous opportunities within my own clubs and organizations, I've made so many lifelong friends. Looking back at my 4 years, I have flourished into the proud, confident, and ambitious woman I've always dreamed of becoming. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, you have taken advantage of the countless opportunities. Those dining locations look so good. HPU certainly enables you to be a campus leader, get involved in your passions, or discover new ones, and meet others who become lifelong friends. Thanks, Francesca. Let me introduce you to Janiah, a junior double majoring in exercise science and sports management. High Point University is ranked #1 for innovation by US News, and innovation starts in the classroom. HPU places an emphasis on small class sizes and experiential learning, allowing you to learn far beyond a textbook by putting what you learn to practice, giving you real-world experiences. Innovation is in the very DNA of HPU. Tell us more, Janiah.
Thanks, Alex. Growing up, I recognized that I was a hands-on learner. That was something I looked for in universities. I toured HPU and recognized that this was built into the curriculum here through experiential learning and research opportunities. The Ivy League level laboratories that I saw I would get to work in showed me this is the right place for me. My freshman year, I began doing research here in our biomechanics lab. I worked with our Division I athletes participating in injury prevention research. I was given this opportunity through our Health Science Fellows program. We are a cohort of exercise science majors who go on venture trips to labs, do community service outreach, and more. HPU's small class sizes also help with getting involved in research so early. I didn't just want to be a number. I wanted a close mentor-mentee relationship, which is exactly what I got here. Experiential learning at HPU is 25% of the course curriculum. It's a hands-on learning approach that no textbook could ever teach you. In my human biomechanics class, you would spend the class learning a movement, such as the vertical counter movement jump. You would then head down to the human biomechanics lab and see how it is in real time. Here at HPU, research begins your freshman year. Students have the opportunity to be authors or co-authors of research. Students are then encouraged to present their research during on-campus conferences. There's even a program, Research Rookies, designed to get freshmen into research early. I've built a professional confidence that will help me excel in the world beyond my 4 years of college. Thanks to my time at High Point University and the access to innovative research materials, I know I'm set for the future. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, Janiah, those opportunities are unmatched. No wonder so many students impress their employers when they start out. They go into it with basically 4 years of real-world experience. Your research looks so innovative. Best of luck. Say hello to Brian, a senior sports management major. He's gonna tell us about those famous High Point University dorms. Consistently ranked among the top dorms in the nation, including the 4th best rating by the Princeton Review, it's easy to explain why 95% of students choose to live on campus all 4 years here. Let's go, Brian.
Thanks, Alex. I had always known I wanted to get into the sports industry, and I thought HPU was the perfect school to set me up for a successful career in a very competitive field. An important aspect of success in college is your living space, and HPU offers some of the best residence life in the country. High Point University offers a variety of housing options, ranging from apartment-style houses to double occupancy shared facilities for both its freshmen and upperclassmen students. These facilities provide HPU students with an inspiring environment that makes them feel at home and provides them with the resources necessary to be successful inside and outside of the classroom. There are tons of exciting features in many of our dorms, including our most popular freshman dorm that features an arcade, movie theater, study rooms, workout facilities, and even a fine dining restaurant that all students can eat at. HPU dorms are very accommodating, even for freshmen. I still live with the same group of guys that I did my freshman year. So if you're worried about living arrangements and making friends early on in your college career, I can tell you from experience that HPU provides you with great surroundings. High Point University provides students with unique housing options. For example, we have a tiny house neighborhood on campus. Each tiny home houses one student with a loft with a full-size bed, a full bathroom, a galley kitchen, and a living area with a study desk. What's not to love? Living on your own as a freshman isn't easy, especially if you're coming from somewhere far away like me. High Point University recognizes that students rise to the level of the environment that they are in and provides them with great facilities to excel and become more independent. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, Brian, those dorms are crazy nice, especially those freshman dorms. Having all that as a freshman must be amazing. Those tiny homes are insane. Makes me want to pack my bags and move right in. Thanks again, Brian. Meet Julia, a graduate student earning her master's in biomedical sciences from Northbrook, Illinois. High Point University was founded in 1924. That means 2024 marks 100 years of HBU. 100 years of rich traditions, values, and academic excellence. Traditions like contributing 500,000 service hours annually, or starting the school year off with a legendary Derby Day campus-wide party. Take it away, Julia.
Thanks for the introduction, Alex. When choosing a school, I was looking for a place that had the same values with which I was raised, and one that was filled with tradition. High Point University proudly showcases that they are a God, family, and country university. This was extremely important to me as I have several family members who have served in the military. When I stepped foot onto campus, I immediately knew I had found the perfect school. It's not just a marketing slogan. I can see it and feel it across campus, and so will you. There are over 140 American flags on campus. HPU's values are also modeled through our traditions. Each year, they host a Veterans Day breakfast for over 1,000 veterans, and students volunteer for it as a way to show our appreciation. At our graduation and convocation ceremonies, students are presented with HPU blankets to give to someone who has had a significant impact in their life. There's even a bald eagle that soars above the crowd at both ceremonies, symbolizing the American ideals of free enterprise, independence, and the ability to pursue opportunities. As for traditions, each year, students look forward to running into President Cobain and getting giant candy bars from him on both Halloween and Valentine's Day. And one of my favorite traditions is our last day of class carnival, an event for students to celebrate the end of the year. I couldn't find another school that proudly displayed their values and held such honor in their traditions. HPU excels at both. This is what made HPU become my home away from home, as the values with which I was raised are continuously encouraged and that they're not only said, but modeled across campus. I am so proud to be part of the HPU family. That's all from me. Back to you, Alex.
That was great to hear. HBU's traditions are deeply rooted into the campus community. And it's great to see students taking part in all of it, giving back to the area, veterans, and not just saying the values, but displaying them too. Thanks, Julia. Let's talk to Sophia, a sophomore biology major and finance minor from Las Vegas, Nevada. Sophia felt the impact of HBU's caring environment. At High Point University, every student is promised to be surrounded by caring people. Let's go, Sophia.
Thanks, Alex. Growing up, I always knew that I wanted to go to a school that was strongly God-oriented, family-oriented, and more importantly, filled with people who truly cared about me. I found all of that at High Point University. You'll see HPU's caring culture in many ways. Our campus kiosks are a great example of a daily sign of care for students. We set up stations early in the morning all across campus. They're stocked with grab-and-go breakfast items, drinks, and more importantly, caring staff who'll give you a smile and a pep talk along with your morning muffin. Another example, what if you get sick? When it happens, it's a stress on both you and your parents, but HPU goes the extra mile for students in need. We have a full-time on-campus health facility along with a full-time doctor. And getting there, all you have to do is call our on-campus security and they'll drive you straight to the door. They're the best. From the crossing guards to the officers working all campus entry points, they work around the clock to protect our campus and care for students. You may be far from home, but at HPU, you are never far from family. I toured many colleges, but my heart was set on attending HPU because of the genuine, caring people. Whether it's faculty, staff, or fellow classmates, everyone at HPU always has a smile on their face. Students are excited to learn, faculty are thrilled to mentor, and parents are proud knowing that their children are in an environment where kindness and care are ensured everywhere. I'm proud to say I fulfilled the dream and became a Panther at High Point University. Thanks for letting me share my take. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, Sophia, I'm so glad you found a home away from home. For parents, it's reassuring to know someone is there for you. HBU has so many caring people who serve as mentors or just someone that puts a smile on your face. Absolutely amazing. Thanks again. Time to meet Grant, a graduate student getting his master's degree in communication and business leadership. Just when you thought this place couldn't get any better, think again. HBU showcases their academic innovation once more. Get this, they have pioneered the tuition-free master's degree for their students. That's right, tuition-free. Tell us more, Grant.
Thanks, Alex. During my time in undergrad, I took advantage of many opportunities to get involved, lead, and expand my network. With everything that HBU has to offer, their tuition-free master's program topped off my experience. After graduating from the School of Communication with a journalism degree, I jumped right into the tuition-free Communication and Business Leadership Master's program and have already learned so much in my short time. Most of the classes in the program are practical and the skills transfer very easily. In my leadership in the law class, I was able to present a product's legal implications to a board. I've also learned tactics that make me a stronger leader and a more valued team player. The best part about it is that I can continue my fantastic undergrad experience because HBU allows me to live on campus, eat at our dining locations, and take part in all the fun activities the school has to offer. Where else can you get an opportunity like this? And if you apply early decision, you not only get access to one tuition-free master's program, but you get to choose from a list of 10 master's programs. Imagine beginning life after college with your MBA or your master's in healthcare management, biomedical sciences, communication and business leadership, educational leadership, and many more. You pay $0 in tuition for a degree that costs anywhere between $40,000 and $80,000. I know that I will be ahead of the curve compared to most college students because of the skills and culture here at HBU. My leadership, work ethic, and passion for journalism have become stronger because of HBU's dedication to excellence and the amazing people who make up our campus community. Back to you, Alex.
Your program sounds incredible, and I'm not surprised that so many students have taken advantage of this. This program is preparing students from any undergraduate background and giving them executive education, which is why 100% of them have gotten jobs within 180 days of graduating. Absolutely incredible. Thanks again, Grant. Meet Ivana, a young entrepreneur and pharmacy major from Jamestown, North Carolina. HBU offers a one-of-a-kind initiative for their students, the Access to Innovators program. It brings recognizable leaders from an array of industries to campus to work directly with students. Ivana created a product and pitched it to one of HBU's innovators, and the rest is history. Ivana, please share your story.
Thanks, Alex. Choosing a college was an incredibly daunting task. I had too many interests and no specific job title or career that fit just right with what I like to do. I knew that when selecting a university, I'd need to pick a place where I could learn about myself with flexibility in what I learned and how I practiced my skills. Through the help, support, and hands-on investment from this university and the Access to Innovators program, I didn't come into pharmacy school knowing that I would study entrepreneurship, make my own product, and build a business. But after meeting professors that encouraged my interests, I realized I could take my love of creating value for others and pair it with a graduate degree. HBU's Access to Innovators program brings over 50 thought leaders, industry game changers, and inspiring individuals tied to top-tier, well-known companies straight to campus to work with students. These worldwide leaders mentor us students personally about what it's like being in their shoes on a day-to-day basis and how they got to where they are. Innovators such as Mark Randolph, the co-founder of Netflix, Cint Marshall, the CEO of the Dallas Mavericks, and Deanne Turner, a former talent executive at Chick-fil-A, regularly engage with students on campus. These renowned innovators listen to our challenges and accomplishments to provide candid, unfiltered personal advice to help us grow. I've developed a very close relationship with Mark Randolph, the co-founder of Netflix. He's our entrepreneur in residence, and I've pitched my product to him multiple times for his feedback and guidance. He's given me the tips and tricks to bring it to life. Being able to match my passion with my coursework has helped me discover who I truly am and made me into an amazing future pharmacist and entrepreneur. That's all from me. Back to you, Alex.
What an incredible journey. You have made the most of your time at HBU and found new passions. The mentorship you received was critical to your professional development and success. Now, the program continues to grow and changes and inspires the lives of thousands of students each year. Unbelievable. Thanks again, Ivana. Meet Ryan, a senior marketing major from Long Island, New York. He's going to share with you how HBU's campus provides you with the dream student experience. With an abundance of student activities, there's so much to do on campus, and we're just a short drive to the surrounding mountains and beaches. Tell us more, Ryan.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. Did you know that there's 168 hours in a week? And as a college student, you'll be in class for approximately 20 of those. Yes, there's homework, study time, and projects to account for, but what about the fun stuff? HBU has long understood that college should be more than just time spent in a class. It's a time for students like me to find their home away from home, discover lifelong friendships, uncover and grow their passions and hobbies, and make lifelong memories. HBU is a vibrant campus with more events than I have time to talk about. I'm president of our campus activities team, and I can tell you there is never a dull moment on our campus. Whether it's our weekly complimentary food truck block party, athletic events, our seasonal ice skating rink, our student concerts, or our carnivals, we've had artists like T-Pain, Flo Rida, Two Friends, and so many more perform here. If you're into sports, we'll probably find you at basketball games in our beautiful arena, and that's just one of 17 D1 teams here on campus. As a student, you get to enjoy these events with your friends every single year, and the campus is designed to promote socializing. Fire pits are located for outdoor gatherings year-round. We even have outdoor igloos during the cooler winter months to ensure that all areas of campus are ready for your use. I never thought I'd be able to get all this life experience, career preparation, and fun from a school, but HPU gave me that. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, that is one active student body. There are so many things to do on and around campus. I definitely have to come back for some of those insane concerts or a basketball game. Thanks again, Ryan. Say hello to Blake, a 2021 alum who's climbing his company's ranks. Within 180 days of graduating, 99% of HBU students have their first job or are continuing their education. The Princeton Review recognizes HBU for the 13th best career services in the nation, and the student outcomes back it all up. You're up, Blake.
Thanks, Alex, and hello, everyone. I have a unique background in acting. And growing up, I always knew what drove me towards acting was my desire to connect with people. So I knew I would thrive in some kind of people-centered career. I just needed the right education to get me there. Now, I visited quite a few different schools, but none of them gave me the spark I was looking for until HPU. Not only did the campus community allow for so much learning, growth, and fun, but it also allowed me to develop my leadership skills far beyond my degree. For example, High Point doesn't just give you multiple choice tests that you'll forget in a week. Instead, a lot of our capstones are actually based upon practical skills. This could be anything from a paper and presentation to a sales pitch and business proposal. HBU gives you a portfolio of work that you can show future employers and that you can truly showcase. We even have experiential learning labs where you can work with actual tools and techniques that are used in the workforce today and continue to explore those even further through internships. For example, I was lucky enough to work an internship with a national insurance broker where I was able to follow around one of their presidents all across the country to align their teams on sales and marketing strategies as a sophomore. At HPU, mentors and professors don't just help you meet a standard. They make sure you set the standard. In fact, 99% of students have secured a job within 6 months of graduation. HPU doesn't just prepare you for now. They prepare each and every student for an incredible future. Thanks to HPU's guidance, I'm now thriving in my post-grad career. I was actually chosen to be one of the youngest leaders in my entire company. High Point University gives you the premier life skills to succeed beyond your expectations. Back to you, Alex.
It sounds like you took full advantage of so much here as a student. HBU will make sure that you land that job you've had your eye on for years. The connections, preparation, and environment are all intentional to breed success in the students' lives. Okay, everyone, it is clear. High Point University is extraordinary. This nationally ranked university is only going up. It is a place that is preparing students for the world as it is going to be. A caring environment with welcoming faces all around and mentors who will guide you during your time here and be critical to your development. Students leave with more than just a degree. They leave ready to compete as global citizens. You're part of a family that propels you forward to make an impact on the world. It's not a place that impacts you for 4 years, but for life. Come visit HBU for yourself and see how they can unlock your extraordinary path. And we'll see you on campus real soon, everyone. Take care.